Would it change your perspective about this deranged woman if I would play the audio? Yes or no?
It depends on what what is she gonna say?
Oh, okay, here it is. Okay, mute up. You can hear it then.
Fuck out of my room. I'm not even a Muslim. Get the fuck out of my room, you shit. Yeah, of course I'm not a fucking Muslim. Disgusting.
Of course I'm not a fucking Muslim. Disgusting.
You're happy you don't like losing money. And this view, man.
I'm not supporting you with that as far as bets goes.
Correct. So hedge your bets all the time. So I will definitely invest in my political opponents more than I invest in those.
Okay.
That's right.
That's why Diego invests in all kinds of women.
Oh, motherfucker. Diego has a very low return on investment. Negative. That's negative.
I was listening to Jason Calacanis on X Spaces today, big investor, and he was saying, using all these venture capital terminology, and then eventually he's like, well, basically your return on investment or your yield on your original investment is really all you really make when you invest in these startups. It's like, oh, duh, really? Oh, Janet, are you upset that someone's talking? Do you have a problem?
No.
Is something wrong in your brain? Oh, good. Oh, then I'm glad I struck a chord. So happy. Thank you.
Yeah. My brain hurts now.
Vote Kamala.
I don't know that Jason Calacanis has ever actually made any money.
He was talking about how he had like 3 major downturns and he's still going through a third downturn. But I mean, he's worth like, I don't know, I assume a couple $100 million.
All because of something he did like in 1999?
No, it was like Uber. He was one of the first investors in Uber.
Diego, did you listen to Andrew Meyer talking with Candace?
No.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that on X.
Yes.
Fucking amazing.
And Andrew Tate and who's that other guy?
He modded some kind of room or something.
Well, let me ask John, because he's accused me of being a doughboy. Do you prefer me or Andrew Meyer?
Oh, it's a tough one. I think I would rather hang out with you in the real world than Andrew Meyer, but I would rather. I don't know. That's so hard to say because it's like you together. The cornucopia is always better. You see what I'm saying? Like Andrew in the real world would be really boring. Besides, I mean, he's married to like a 300-pound black woman, so like his life is fucked. Look at his PTR on.
Wait. You mean the same "Don't Tase Me, Bro"?
Yeah, he married an obese black woman because there was a time when he went like ultra left, social justice, DEI, and he married a fucking obese black woman, and this is what's happening. He's very depressed. So have compassion on your fellow Jews that have mental health derangement syndromes. They have problems. Just like Candace Owens, everything is Jewish, everything is racist. It's the everything derangement syndrome. Whatever it is, whether it's vaccines or Jews or Democrats or whatever the fuck it is, that obsession, like Rabbi here, who has this liturgical Christian Greek Orthodox obsession, your obsession is your downfall because you're trapped in your own echo chamber.
How so? I'm the only one adding color to it. You do understand we are in a conservative space with like 0 new ideas every day, right? So I'm trying to add color by being the devil's advocate in a way they can't combat because it is true.
Yeah, I understand that.
You mean they can't combat because they don't understand?
Well, they're not that conservative, but
Listen, when a guy has Hebrew characters in his profile and he declares that he's rabbi, you're gonna ruffle some Jew feathers.
What's up?
Hey, Johnny.
What's up?
Johnny the best.
What'd he do?
I'm sorry, man. I went hard on you last time.
It's okay. You was having a stressful night.
That's right, but now all the stress has been relieved. Ain't that right, Mama Janet? Tell him about it.
Yeah, we all have our days.
Listen, going back to Andrew Meyer, if you know that photo of him, like his marriage photo when he's dressed in all white and he has his white kippah on, that is not a happy looking man. That is a sad, depressed, physically ill looking human. And you can tell that, he by marrying this woman, he thought that he was doing like something good. Like I'm telling you, he has like a moral um neuroticism of some extent. I mean,
Hey, Adrian, you know what they call them?
who they?
Yeah, they call them succubus.
Oh, you think he's a succubus?
No, I think the woman is.
Yeah, but either way, he's locked in. I mean, unless you get a divorce, and then it's very expensive. So, he's.
They suck all the energy, money, all that from you.
Well, Andrew Meyer is his own worst enemy. So are you, so am I. That's the point.
Well, every man has a succubus in his life every now and then. They take your soul away.
Welcome back, Sonia.
Who is you?
I'm Jay.
Hi, James. How are you?
Hey. I'm good, Janet. How are you?
Who is Janet? Who you is?
This is Mama Janet right there. She just returned to Clubhouse. Welcome.
Hey, woman. Hey,
What's up?
who you is?
Who you is?
Where you
Where
from?
are you from?
Where you from, woman?
I'm from Cali. Where you from?
Oh,
No, that's right. She has a bleached butthole.
That's right.
Is it a tiny bleached butthole? Because this girl's texting me right now, and it's not a tiny butthole. It's like a big pepperoni butthole.
You don't have to answer that, Mama Janet.
I watch too much porn.
Have you ever seen a woman's butthole inflamed?
Oh my god.
What? Are you sure I think that's the hemorrhoids. I don't know what kind of woman.
Pretty sure.
Is it really a hemorrhoid though, or is it just inflammation?
I'm pretty sure you have.
Anal prolapse, is not necessarily inflammation. I'm talking about an inflamed tuchus.
That's what I told you. You should stay away from the Latinas, especially with all the spicy tacos. I told you that a million times. The Chipotle ain't no good.
Yeah, Chipotle standards have really gone down. They just warm food up now and put it in a burrito. That's not Mexican food. That's fucking microwavable food.
But it doesn't matter. The CEO makes a shit ton of money, and he got an absurd raise because now he's the CEO of Starbucks.
Did you see that everybody at Starbucks is pissed because he got a special designation to work from home? He doesn't have to go to the corporate office in Seattle.
That's what I'm telling them. It's a scam, and these conservatives don't get it.
Yeah, that's the thing about corporate politics is that it's really no different than U.S. governmental politics, because when you get a proxy and you vote, you can look these people up and vote them out of office, which is fucking, activist investing. And Carl Icahn today, he got brought up on charges of basically committing loan fraud in the tune of billions of dollars. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to arrest Carl Icahn.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, that was major news headline today.
I didn't see that nowhere, man.
He had to pay millions of dollars in fines, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Democrats and the DOJ try to bring him up on charges.
Who is this again? Who are you talking about?
He's one of the world's richest activist investors. His name is Carl Icahn. I see Janet has Jewish derangement syndrome as well. Congratulations and mazel tov, Janet, on your JDS. Looks great. I love playing the dreidel. Do you know that's basically Jewish craps? Dice. That's Jewish dice. But it spins as opposed to the cube. I know a lot of Jewish derangement syndrome people think that the cube is a symbol for something, conspiratorial, when really it's just called geometry.
Yo, who doesn't know what craps is, though?
Yeah, some people who've never been to a
Nora,
casino.
why do you guys worship the black cube?
Wait, say that again, Diego?
Nora also pays homage to a black cube, but I'm not sure if it's the same one. I suspect it is.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same philosophy. Look at the Kabbalah and the Kaaba. It's the same fucking word. Andrew Meyer is technically a Muslim Satanist.
It makes sense now. The lunar aspect of the religions.
Yeah, you see,
The crescent moon and the star.
America firsters don't understand that the Jews and the Muslims are one. They are technically the same people lying and playing us for billions of dollars in federal aid. And it's a giant
the
scam.
Spanish understand it.
Well, how did the
We kicked them
Spanish
out at the
understand
same
that?
time. We kicked them out at the same time.
Oh, I see. The Inquisition. Let's begin. The Inquisition. What a sin.
Hey, Adrian. So he used his business for personal loans.
Well, yeah, what I'm trying to say is like they will exaggerate and trump up the charges. Like even today during the DNC, they were saying that Trump in Project 2025 is going to use the DOJ to target political opponents, and it's like, okay, well, that's exactly what the DOJ is doing right now. So, you know, if Trump is going to do 2025, which means he's going to fire everybody, they're going to do the same exact thing. Technically, Project 2025 is like it's what the Democrats are going to do, but they're going to invert it. They're gonna go full communism, full socialism.
Yeah, again, where's the chin and moaning? They're thinking how.
Yeah, but they didn't fire everybody. They got rid of the people that were unloyal to them. They've been purging departments like left and right.
Who, the DNC? I mean, the Democrats?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen anything in the news really about that.
No, because they're not gonna share that. But they've been purging people. What's the dude? The Indian cat. It was over in the Justice Department. That he exposed like all that fucking bullshit about the fucking dossier and all that stuff. Cash Patel. Yeah, that dude.
I heard somebody say that JD Vance should have been the Indian guy, Vivek Ramaswamy or whatever, or the fucking guy, you know. Why didn't Trump choose that guy? Why did he
choose the White House guy? Not the White House, the White Castle guy.
Who, JD Vance is the White Castle guy?
No, he's talking about
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Not the
The fuck
Patel
is
you're
his
talking
name?
about?
I already forgot
Cash
his name.
Patel.
And which Patel was I talking
I don't know, man.
Vivek. I was talking about Vivek. Like, why didn't you choose
about?
Vivek?
The Obama administration?
Vivek or Cash?
No, dude, the White Castle guy. He's Kumar.
Oh,
I don't fucking.
he's
I
gonna
thought
burn.
he was just an actor.
He's gonna burn the whole fucking place down.
His name is hold on.
But he's didn't he go to like didn't he go? Yeah, he went to like there and got an honorary like doctorate in some freaking MIT or some shit.
Yeah, that guy was in the Obama administration.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
He was doing Silicon Valley. He was filming that show while Obama was president.
Was it Cal Penn or the Asian guy that was a member of the Obama administration?
It was Cal Penn.
That's right.
The Indian dude.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's news to me. I did not know. What position did he hold?
Former Associate Director, White House Office of Public Liaison.
Oh, some bullshit. I'm like the longer the title, the more bullshit it is.
Pretty much.
You're wasting time.
so Rabbi, I have a question for you. Do I make myself a giant bowl of spaghetti with garlic marinara and bacon, or do I go to the gym and work out?
I think you should go on Uber Eats, order from it. You want to do something that pushes your life forward.
And stop being a demon motherfucker.
And I want you to order from Uber Eats because I've invested in it. See, that's
No,
how
I don't do any. That was a pandemic thing.
Rain, drop and give me 20.
Huh?
Yeah, can you even do 20 push-ups, Randy?
20, man.
What, 20 push-ups?
Yeah. Can you do 20 push-ups, or are your arms like thin little camel legs?
Oh man, Randy be working out.
Yeah, but I haven't been to the gym for a month now.
No, he has shoulder problems. I know about his inflammation. It's psychological, though.
He has style problems.
Yeah. Why would I? Would it no longer
Damn,
have
Diego.
Like, okay, let's assume that is the case. I'm a totally weak soy boy.
I mean, when you come from a country where they all wear pajamas,
We're no
you're
longer.
not gonna know how to.
It's not pajamas. It's the messy. What do you call it?
Looks like pajamas to me. It's like old school. It's like the pajamas that Geppetto would wear.
It's basically it's a moo. They adopted it from an African American woman named Moo back in the 1940s, and that's why Arabs picked up the moo as their national state dress.
Your service is shit.
Yeah, he's in the Matrix. I thought this me.
When you walk around your country holding another man's hand, it's easy to join FetLife.
It's true. Have you ever been to a Muslim mall? All the men are holding hands. They're gayer than LGBTQ in America.
That sounds so hot.
I'm a total weak soy boy.
Yeah, you should go. You should go to Saudi Arabia or Jordan. You'd actually have a great time, Hampton.
I really should. Arab guys are
Just you got to learn some basic Arab expressions. That's it.
But you know what's crazy? If I was a closeted guy, I would love the fact that everything was so gender segregated. And then, like, also when you're praying, we're bending over in each other's faces. So it's just like crazy.
Smelling their feet.
Yeah, could you imagine smelling a Muslim's ass in his feet every day? How attractive, how hard that would make you? Ugh.
Take a shower and everything, but like,
Oh, Akbar.
Edmund, shut up.
Listen, Hampton, if you really want to go get your ass filleted, go to the Middle East and start sucking dick.
Service is fucking terrible, bro.
I know, that's what makes this so much fun, is that it sounds so bad, but yet you still listen to it.
It got a little bit better. Just
Listen, you need to consult with Rabbi here about making money. I know you're a YouTube professional, so talk to Rabbi.
I'm a YouTube professional. I'm a very YouTube professional. Thank you. You know what's... Never mind, I'm not going to talk.
It's still a waste of time. It's still a waste of time, but the truth is, you know what? Hampton at least is making money out of the few subscribers he has. What do you
I
have?
have 22,000 subscribers, not a few.
I wipe my ass with 22.
How many subscribers have you slept with, Hampton?
Zero. You know, I've gotten
I mean, Hampton, you do realize you can buy a follower for a penny, right? So you technically have 200.
I don't buy, but that doesn't... I get paid by views, not subscribers. It's all about views.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is, like, you have very specific content. Why don't you expand and incorporate...
It's not correct views, though. AdSense is probably like a bad payout deal.
It's terrible.
Not really. I make $5 per 1,000 views. In the past 28 days, I made 1 million views. I don't want to brag. Listen,
You're making $60,000 a year talking about garbage television.
You're saying it's $5 per 1,000 views? My average is usually it's an average. Usually it's about $5 per 1,000 views. Yeah, it's a little bit higher. Maybe $5.
That's really high. You know that, right? Really high.
Not really. Finance people get like $20. It's usually the average.
It depends on what you're publishing. He does garbage fucking television. He does gossip TV. What's the name of the show you analyze?
It depends on your niche. I'm lucky that I get about $5 per.
What's the show you watch?
Wait, hold on. So the average YouTuber or whatever, it's 0.03 per view to roughly $3, $3 to $5 is $2 to $30. No, $3.
Why are you guys screaming?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to scream. I'm sorry, I don't normally scream. But yeah, it's 3 to 5.
Nobody cares about your 22,000. I have 22,000 subscribers on the fucking, and they will be more important in the heaven. I'm just telling you the truth.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay. I don't like to brag, but I'm just gonna brag. Okay, you know how it's like August 19th. I've already made over $4,000 this month on YouTube, and it's not even the fucking end of the month. It's
Some people are making more money by just one click.
Jesus.
But it's like I still have.
Is that the bulk of your money? Is AdSense?
That's all of my money.
You don't diversify? You don't have anything else? You don't have any merch or anything like that?
I've had a few sponsorships reach out to me. Sponsor reach out to me. And
and they asked me what my rate was, and I responded with 1,000 for a full video because they wanted me to do a full video. And they said, "Oh, it's not within our budget." And I said, "Okay, well, what is within your budget? Maybe we can work together." They never responded to me. And I'm just like, damn, bitch, why didn't you just tell me, like, what they reached out and they were like, what is the rate that you think it would be? Bitch, why don't you just tell me what your rate is? Don't ask me what the fucking rate. Like, who does that? What is your rate?
A lot of people do that. That's the common practice.
But why? Why the fuck? Why?
Because they want to see what you're going to say and then bump it against their budget. What you did is you priced yourself out of the market.
But then why?
You should have had them compete with themselves.
What should I said? What should I have said?
You said, hey, look, I'm willing to work within anybody's budget or whatever, but it just depends. What's your normal rate?
I've never done it. Well, I did one sponsorship. I did a video reviewing an episode of a show on Amazon, and I got paid $150 just to review an episode. But they wanted me to do a full ad video about a certain product, and they asked me what my rate was. And I just lied and said 1,000. I thought they were gonna work with me, haggle down, but these bitches didn't even, want to work with me. But whatever. So,
Nah, you didn't make a mistake necessarily. You didn't make a mistake. But next time that they come calling, like, reduce it by 20%.
yeah, you're right.
No, you just ask them their budget straight off the bat. I mean, what the fuck? You just ask them
But why would they ask me? They asked me at first what my rate was.
Yeah, because they're just testing you. They're Solomon testing you. They're Solomon testing you. It's called a Solomon test, bitch.
So they probably saw what I offered back. They're like, "Fuck no," and they never reached back to me. So why would you reach out?
In negotiations like that, the first dimension price loses. Hey, Diego, check your Telegram.
That's bullshit. Fuck them hoes. I don't even care.
Well, he's 100% right.
Y'all would know who the brand was if I said it.
I mean,
what am I gonna say? I'm like,
fuck them. Fuck them.
Honestly, yeah, fuck them. Because that's bullshit. They should have just came at me with the price and said what they wanted and did what they did. They told me everything they wanted except for the price. They said, what is your rate? Bitch, why are you asking me? Tell me what your rate is. And then I said my rate.
Dude, are you gonna repeat yourself 10 times? We've heard it. We've heard it.
Okay, whatever, Edmund. Fuck you. Fuck.
The fuck I was talking about. All these things don't matter. The truth is, you gave them a number that was way out of their budget. If it was a little bit above their budget, they would negotiate. But because it's much higher, they said, fuck it. Right?
And that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
That's how it works, man. It's like you're gonna get a job. They ask you, what are your salary expectations? And then you tell them, I want to make whatever. And that's way above their budget. They're not gonna take you, dude.
But why didn't they?
Captain, I wanted a car, and I got down and I went to the guy's office and I asked him how much for the car.
Wait, what did you say? I was only figuring out I could also do this.
And in my head, I was like, maximum, I'll pay him 5,000. But when he said 10, I thought, if I say I'll give you 5, he's gonna say give me 75, and it's like, and it wasn't. My max was 5,000, so.
Who about 65?
Yeah.
You want to buy a car for 5,000?
Yeah, well, it was a Volkswagen.
A Volkswagen? Crazy.
Yeah.
Sure, for 5,000,
Yeah, but it was,
I would buy it right now. What are you talking about? You're not going to find a car for 5,000.
No, but it was a. Jesus, someone help me here. It was the wagon, the convertible wagon.
Dude, for 5,000 you can get a.
What was that, like a Pontiac or something?
No, I'll post a picture 1 second. I had $5,000 in my
How
pocket.
old is it? How old is it? What's the mileage?
The mileage is like probably unlimited.
How old is it?
I've heard everything now on this fucking app.
No, this thing was beat up. I'll show you a picture of it.
He loves beat up jalopies. That's what Diego loves. He loves driving these old giant metallic
Your
buckets.
service is shit, bro. We can't fucking hear
100 miles.
I'm on a motherfucking Obama phone, bro. I don't make 60,000 a year talking about fucking trash TV.
You're fucking just chopping up.
That's the problem with conservatives. They don't have internet.
That's right. I just got seen a notification that Biden is on the stage at DNC, and I'm trying to find my remote. It's like an idiot. I can't find my.
Damn, sorry.
Use your phone.
Did you see Hillary's? Hillary did a good job today. She did a good job. I was like, okay, Hillary.
That is for $5,000.
I had it in my pocket. I was willing to pay him that, but when he said 10, I was like,
So it's not 5. Yeah, okay.
How old? 25. Fucking cap the price.
What model?
Okay, so are we gonna kill this guy or what? Missed, I think we're waiting.
Hey, my name is Ryan Krasinski. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, we're waiting on here.
Oh, it's like so weird. This is like that's like the I don't know. So those little latent abilities that just kind of like pop out around him. Like if you're this fucking self-conscious about your existence and about your voice and everything, you start to understand a lot about your brain.
You know, everything is just a muscle. You know, it's beautiful. There's all things that you can exercise and expand, except for your dick. That is where it ends.
Oh, I was not expecting that end.
Yeah, nobody expects the thick end of that slice, but I gotta tell you, man. There's this nice joke in German, and it says, everything has an end, except the sausage. It has two.
Like it doesn't make any sense, but it's like basically everything has an end, like one end, but except for a sausage, it has two.
Yeah, that's German, alright.
Well, like an insult to someone's intelligence, where like you're physically there, but mentally you're elsewhere. It's like saying, you know, all the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Kubrick through the wall.
It's so good, yeah. Yeah. All the lights are on, nobody's home. You ever like wonder what the direct translation for Microsoft is?
Oh yeah, you said that. That was funny. Say that again.
It's a fucking Mikroweichkante.
Mikroweichkante.
It's like literally a micro, and it's a soft and an edge. So it's like micro, soft, and edge. So it's like Mikroweichkante.
Microsoft Edge.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Sounds.
Don't ask me about fucking Discord. I swear it's so bad. Don't ask me what the seeking of the RAR files means. That shit sounds next level fucked up.
Can somebody revive me, please? I'm dead sitting over here, not getting any XP. Alright, bro. Let's fucking go. You know what it is.
The unholy meat obelisk.
That was great.
Oh
my god, he's mad. That guy's angry.
God had no.
Somebody help him.
God had no hand in the creation of this abhorrence.
This guy just. What the?
Elliot, have you seen the unholy meat obelisk?
The unholy meat obelisk.
David, you're listening to Elon Musk on X Space.
It is a I don't know, a pound of deli meat. It is an amalgamation of several pigs.
He goes by the name Adrian Dittman, his nom de plume.
Like, there's a lot of pigs. You ever eat like sausages and ask yourself where it comes from?
People, it's hard to believe this is.
You don't know where it comes from. Guess what? You're just eating several pigs. You're not even aware of it. Who even knows? You know, some establishments have very questionable histories. They would literally be fucking taking the rats from the corner, putting them
You know,
inside. I saw the
ass
evidence.
bacon and ask where that bacon comes from, Mike. It's the same fucking thing. Comes
What
from the
did you
pig's
say?
arsehole. You know what it is? Bacon.
I never
You know where that
heard
comes from?
laugh
The pig's
so
arse.
long in my life.
Yeah, pig's ass makes sense.
Your voice.
I love eating pig's ass, bro. It tastes wonderful. Fucking hell, this guy keeps killing me.
So you're like, he's still in character reacting to this shit. So funny.
I can see the screen. There's bloody tornadoes everywhere, Mike. It's twisters. Left, right, and center.
Twisted.
Just wait until I get in the game.
Oh yeah, they'll be everywhere.
Oh my god, what are you?
I am going to tell you right now, you are not safe.
No, I'm not safe. I'm being chased by these goblins everywhere. Oh my god, that guy's terrifying.
Alright, just
Fuck me.
fucking sounds so African,
We're doing
bro.
like a tier 6 Infernal Horde. He's just getting rolled.
Every time this guy sticks his fang in my butthole, I die instantly. He's being a little inappropriate today. Needs to chill out. Alright. Are you actually just reviving me in the middle of a bunch of level 160 elite? You've got big balls, mate. Holy shit. These guys are after me. Goblins everywhere.
Goblins.
This. Goblins. Okay, who keeps reviving himself? This is actually selfish.
Pretty sure Sofa was there in one resing.
I'm kidding. Yeah, man. Dude. Yeah, this is addicting, bro. Look, is this a fat fuck? Look at him. Okay, I cannot do damage to that guy. He's too high of a level. Okay, he's shooting those splinters everywhere. That's getting annoying.
That's Tyrion's
this
might,
problem.
by the way. Yeah, Tyrion's might. The Uber chest piece. It shoots the little splinters like. Yeah,
Oh, I
it's
see
really good.
that thing. So you just echo a bunch of spikes everywhere constantly.
Yeah, it just constantly like AoEs like everywhere as you're spinning. It's really cool.
Oh, yes. Okay, I cannot. Oh, shit. This guy's gonna get me. I just stunned him. Oh, and he stunned me back. Fuck. Okay, well, it would have been awesome to be alive for this part because there's like 80 elites on the field right now. The XP would be binoculars. Okay, now there's like 800 elites. How are you dealing with this? And I just instantly died off spawn. Yep, of course. So are you just like spamming the same key over and over again? Like, how does this build work?
You actually have to constantly use all your cooldowns because you have to be doing your shouts to spawn the twisters. Because you know most of your DPS comes from the twisters. So when you do one whirlwind, a couple twisters, but then you also have to like hit your shouts every single time they're off cooldown, and then also hit your iron skin. Whenever you're taking like big burst damage, you hit the iron skin. And then when you want to do lots of burst, you do Call of the Ancients, and that's like your ultimate. So you're hitting every button, like all the cooldowns.
Oh yeah, you always got them shouts running. You're always making everybody faster. By the way, I appreciate that too. You always shouting and making me run fast. It's really fun, dude.
Yeah,
Two
dogs both have rallying cries, so like the uptime on rallying cries is like really nice when you're in a party.
Yeah. Rallying cry is sick, dude.
Yeah, it's really good. Buffs your whole party.
And just see you near one piece at a time. Hey, okay, these guys are just spawning. Holy sh! Okay, you just destroyed them.
That's skillful in character, huh?
Dude, I was just running. They all spawned around me, and then before the health bar appeared, they blew up. Like, what is this? They're all dying instantly. Dude, I need to get this Tyrael's might, bro. That shit's OP.
I need to get it too, yeah. Sofa has it right now.
He just put me in a... I'm not going to escape this one. All right, there we go. Okay, everybody came to join the party. Dude, every time you revive me, I level up once.
For Rogue, and Darius does a similar thing. It'll constantly do AoE of poison around you as you're fighting. So for you, you don't want Tyro's Might, you want to get Andariel's Helm.
Yeah. What if you do both?
I don't even know. I don't even know if Rogue can even equip Tyro's Might. I'm not sure. Maybe they can. I don't know.
Is that a thing? I don't know. I was looking at a build earlier, and I
That was a plate. Maybe it works. I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Let me go look at the build real quick. Might be it's still there. Oh, yeah. So Andoriel's Visage and Tyriel's Might. Yeah, it's the same
you
one.
use both? Oh, you use
Yeah,
both?
yeah. That's the same. Yes, both in the same build.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Interesting.
That'll be a lot of AoE then. Like, massive AoE.
Spice the Maniac. These are some gruesome looking weapons. This is not child friendly at all. This guy's carrying what is that? It's a giant metal splinter. I don't know why where did he get that from?
Yeah, Adrian had a spine. He was like beating people up with a spine one time. That was kind of fun.
Spine? You took somebody's spine?
Yeah, he literally like took somebody's spine and like started beating people with it.
Think about this. You can literally get so angry that you can kill a motherfucker and then beat another motherfucker with that motherfucker that you just killed. Literally, one of the transmogs for my weapons is literally an extracted spine.
Dude, you revived me and then I instantly died because there's just fire everywhere.
Yeah,
nah, bro, he just needs your spine.
The spine.
He just needs my spine. What the heck
Yeah,
is my
you're not
spine
gonna need
gonna
it
do?
for
I'm a
now.
level 60 rogue. My spine is weightless, bro. You understand? Actually weightless, bro. I'm a mobile character, not a buff one.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
There goes Mist again. Would you like a revive? You got Mist.
Revives remaining 0, so we gotta be careful.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm not using any revives, to be honest. So we'll just go as long as we can. So each time that we summon them, does it go up a tier?
Yeah, every time like all the waves end like that, and then you get a choice between 3 power-ups. That's a different tier starting.
Oh, I see.
What you gotta do is kill them near the Soul Spire, because otherwise it's invulnerable unless you kill enemies near it.
I can literally hear your keyboard clicking in the background. Bloody hell, man.
Bro, I gotta click like every button, bro.
You're just spamming like 6 of your number keys at the same time.
No. I'm hitting them like differently.
May as well just set your whole palm on the keyboard, innit?
I mean, I could probably do that. I don't know.
You slap the motherfucker and keep getting buffs.
I'm just cycling all my cooldowns, like. And then constantly spamming Whirlwind.
Okay, another one. Jeez. Oh my
I'd say we
god,
could
8 of
probably.
them just spawned on me.
I'd say we end the space here and we just like go to move this to Discord now.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
What's Valhalla? Valhalla's the hall of the slain, a paradise for dead heroes.
Good for you. We're looking for a place of abundance. What's abundance? Abundance. Plentifulness. Having a copious quantity of something. What's copious quantity? A lot of stuff. A lot of good stuff. The Citadel. The what, Adele? It's where I'll spend. It's got everything. A humongous amount of fresh water and green stuff. Mountains of produce and veggies and water. Where would one find this Citadel? That way, maybe. What are these? That is Sky Blood. They called you to me. Am I in Valhalla?
I'm hoping that everything should be fine as long as I set it.
Economy, growing public schools, and economy, genius, is driving the company into the ground.
I got beers in my room.
I'm waiting on my wife.
Oh, that's who you keep looking out the window for.
Hair.
What else then?
Just looking for what's coming.
Yeah, but no one ever sees that. Beer. That's what's coming. I think that's just out here. You can stay married.
No, ma'am, I know what beer leads to.
Bear leads to more bear.
Call police. Llámate a la policía. Local law enforcement. I'm not on the radio.
I'm reminded of all he's accomplished in the
Suspended account. Oops.
Out of jail. All that they don't match, like
think the future is shit?
I don't like it.
Well, Adrian, dude, you need to change your microphone because the microphone you're using in this account is shit.
It is. That's what I'm telling you.
You need to change your device.
How does it sound? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Right now, yes, but usually it's very crackly.
Yeah, it's this phone. It's a piece of shit.
I don't have any Randy's notification. Meet people.
I know they have a new feature. Where did he go? Oh, he made a new room.
Yeah. Oh, but wait. But do you see it?
He left. Who made a room? I just got here.
Let me just see because I don't see Randy's room.
I thought you said Rand. Oh, look. It's their page, Rand.
Where did he go?
I don't know, but I don't see his room.
Oh, he made another room. U.S. politics quiz. How well do you know?
Fuck, but I can't see it.
Same. It's so hard to find it in the hall. I'm looking.
Meet people rooms are the gayest rooms out there.
The politics ones.
Not just the politics, every other room, like you can have. Do you see the suggested topic up there, or you don't see it?
Yes, I do see it. It's a suggested topic. See, look, now they're coming. Hello, everyone.
Right,
Hello.
so-
Okay, but hold on. Why didn't I received notifications from random people, but I didn't receive a notification from Randy.
Oh, really? You know what? I didn't get a notification
The
from
point
that.
is, you could never do meet people room because it doesn't have the suggested topics.
You
You
can't
can't
choose
choose
the
the
title.
title. The title changes depending on the suggested topic. Can you guys change the suggested topic, or
We're not mod.
so now you're gonna be mod? Okay, can you now change it?
I can change it now. So I can, yeah.
No, they like offer this category thing now.
Change it to anything.
Oh, I can't see on my end. I could do it, but it's not updated. My clubhouse is not updated. But I have the option. Look, like click Count Isa. You can see the update info. Click on the icon, and then you have topics to arrange it. I don't know.
No one can change it. I'm wondering if you guys. I want one of you to do it.
I can do it. I don't know if Isa can.
You also sent him links, suggest
moderator, but I'm not a moderator.
If you can do it, Isabel can.
Yeah, I'm trying. Hold on. No, I cannot change the topic.
Okay, only the one who starts the room can change the topic.
Yeah.
But what if? Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'll be back in 10 seconds. Try to change it. 1, 2, 3. Now.
Quick, fuck him.
I still can't.
Okay, try. You can't.
No, I
No,
can't.
neither can I. I cannot either.
Well, that's gay.
And this thing, the pin link, it gives you a link.
No,
we
can't.
couldn't.
Jigaboo, did you try? Because you're the
Yeah.
same.
Yes, we both did.
We can't. Yeah.
Okay, so then if I leave my room, it's done. Well, it doesn't matter, really. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters.
And then it has a search thing. What is a search? Oh, search people in the room. So
I
you
don't
have
have
people
that.
can search people in the room.
Politics are still boring. I mean, I regret opening. You know what? Fuck this shit. 1 second.
What happened? He's gonna open another room.
Shit, I can't start that.
Kids these days don't have that. So it's just things to kind of think about, you know, that perhaps there is a reason, and it's not so much that they're perhaps weak, it's a matter of processing. Everybody is processing together. We're all just figuring out what the fuck to do next. Thanks.
Or if I put my
changed it too. I just changed it
Oh,
right
wait.
now.
Okay, so hold on. Look at that little pencil that is on the bottom right of the link. It says open. If you click there, it gives you a series of suggested links.
Wow, they're so good.
On politics.
Oh, I like it now.
Jigaboo.
What the fuck do you want?
I want you.
No, you want. I don't know, bitch ass nigga. Get away here.
Together, that we write new rules to make.
I don't know, but he keeps on coming in my rooms. I don't know who that is. I met
Yeah,
him
yesterday he came in my room as well. So it's a suggested topic. You see, you can look for that feature. I do like. I think this is cool.
What
So you are gonna start using it then?
No, the suggested links. I mean that you go into update and you see suggested topics. That I like because it kind of like gives you the latest.
Yeah, no, but it's not the latest. It's the gay shit. It's all gay.
Yeah, it's all woke, right?
It is woke. NBC,
But that's
ABC
why I
News.
wanna do stuff. You know what? Hold on. I can't do another one unless I end this room, and I can't even end this room. It's so gay. How can I start?
How?
Yeah, you can.
No,
I cannot end it.
I can't end it either.
I can't.
You know what? Everyone move yourself to the audience. Let's see how.
I think it ends if the last person leaves it. Well,
Go to the audience, and then I want to move myself.
it doesn't close, but if you're the last person you leave, it will.
Go to the audience, join. Adrian, please. Adrian. Chicago Cheeseburger, can you go to the motherfucker?
I never figured out how do you go to the audience.
Selves away behind a screen, living a virtual life that they have power, control, and find dominance in their life, and that are actual relative in their online life to replace that they're insufficient and not developing in real life. And that's problematic to me.
Well, this is the interesting thing, and kind of the paradox, I suppose, is that we have one of the most traumatized persons as a former public figure. His behavior is all about his trauma. Now, people are like, "Oh, let's not be woo-woo about it," but that's the epitome of trauma right there. So it's like this notion that this tough outer shell and this like callous behavior is real confidence and masculinity. And fortunately, for better or worse, it's not. And so we don't really have a good role model. We don't have good role models to exemplify what it's like to be a healthy person. And so I don't think we'll get there until we realize that there are certain people who unfortunately don't want to get help but need it. And when they become the head of the leader of a free world, that's nuts. People might not like my opinion on this. But
here's the thing: we way overuse words, right? So my grandma Verna is a Holocaust survivor. That woman went through trauma, right? Donald Trump has not been through trauma, right? Has he had issues in his life? He's a human being, I'm sure. Has he had dysfunctional parenting? He's a human being of his era, I'm sure, right? But the concept that Donald Trump has had trauma is such lefty swill because it's over-intellectualized bullshit. And here's why I say this. We now take any issue someone had and we go, oh, this is their trauma. Oh, mommy didn't hug them enough. Oh, their parents both had to work. Oh, any sort of unpleasant experience is now called trauma, right? We've lost the fucking plot. And we used to understand that trauma was a word used for very specific things. And the unpleasant parts of your life and your childhood are not all traumas. The unpleasant experiences of your upbringing are not all traumas. They happen, right? We have people we're friends with. We have people who like us, people who don't. Someone picks on you, you've picked on someone. Like, everybody experiences every part of the food chain when you grow up. You have experiences that you like, experiences that you don't. Every family has flaws. You're the oldest child, so everything's harder on you. You're the youngest child, so you suffer the consequences of the other ones. You're the middle, so nobody notices you. Like, every person has things about their life that are not great. And everybody who's had a parent in the last 100 years has had a parent who has been, doing their best to do a really hard job in a challenging world. And there are different challenges for different people, but we live in this over-intellectualized Western world now where, oh, your child is unhappy. Let's figure out the root of their unhappiness, because they're a fucking child, and they're gonna be unhappy now and then. They want to eat candy and popcorn and stay up and watch movies. Like, they're growing up. They're a teenager. Oh, you need pills. You might have depression. No, you're a fucking teenager, and it sucks to be a teenager. It's just we overuse these words, and we overprescribe, and we over-physician, frankly. And then now that therapy's become big, we overutilize therapy in a way that's massively unhealthy. And it's not to say that you shouldn't put your children in therapy, but we take a perfectly normal kid who's just a little shitty because they're a preteen or a teenager, and we have to find a problem for their attitude and a problem for their issue. They're a fucking teenager with hormonal issues, like every other fucking teenager.
Yeah.
And they're growing up with other teenagers who are assholes. But no, we call it trauma, and we try to figure out the thing. Everyone's got to have some horror story, and it's like, dude, it's just not something I'm willing to buy or subscribe in a society. Are there people who have been through traumas? Yes. One of my clerks right now, her father had his hand cut off for being accused of stealing in a refugee camp. Right? That's trauma. Okay? The man came to America, opened a store, still owns his store, put his daughter through Harvard Law School, and she stresses about the pressure of the school. Does she have stress? Yes. But that bitch doesn't have trauma. She ain't had her hand cut off.
Well, let me jump in for a second. So I've been diagnosed with complex PTSD. That's relational trauma. That's chronic trauma. That's having your fucking self-esteem beaten the fuck out of you. There's a huge difference between an acute trauma, like having your hands cut off, and some of those people don't go on to develop PTSD, even though you might think they should. There is physical trauma, but emotional trauma, from a clinical standpoint, is considered significantly worse. So, and I've seen it in animals. If you beat the shit out of an animal every day, they're a different animal than they would be otherwise. They're a completely different animal. Complex trauma is all relational. It's not about one acute event. Even if you go to war and you see someone's fucking head blown off, I've had acute trauma. I've seen people die. That pales in comparison. I was in a bus accident. Didn't even think about it for the longest time. That paled in comparison to having the fucking self-esteem taken out of you by either parents or other family members, or being emotionally abused over and over and over again. There's a whole body of science that looks at this. Even Holocaust survivors, they've seen horrible things, but many of them saw an acute issue of trauma, even if they lost their parents. That was acute. I also lost my parent at a young age. That was nothing compared to having the fucking self-esteem beating the shit out of me and the emotional abuse that I endured for years. So it's not a fair representation of what trauma is. If people think it's just a physical moment, that's bullshit. So I hate to say it, but taxpayers paid for my complex PTSD treatment, so it had to mean something. So if you guys don't want to buy into it, you don't have to, but it's for sure true.
Well, give it one second. Okay, 1 second. Given the American, the American Psychiatric Association looks at it, and I put the numbers in the chat. 3.6% of Americans have PTSD. Adult Americans. 2.2% of Americans have a diagnosis related to trauma. Okay, that's 5%, 6% of the country. We pretend far more of this country is suffering from these types of things. I'm not minimizing what you're talking about, Dr. Jordan, right? What I'm saying is we over-amplify these things and extend them onto people who don't have them. So I'm not acknowledging that there are people who have experiences like yours and that have diagnoses like yours. What I'm saying is we as a society with millennials, we started this, and then we rolled down to where with the generation below them, Gen Z, we pretend 50-60% of them have these conditions. And that's simply not backed up by anything, right? What we have with those generations is we are conflating legitimate traumatic incidents and issues like what you're describing that are clinically diagnosed with having a generation of just unhappy kids because life is difficult. And so I'm criticizing the overgeneralization that this huge chunk of our population has the issues that you're talking about, when that's simply not backed up by anything other than our desire to justify why people's kids are unhappy or why, little Tommy isn't performing as well. Everything is some sort of trauma. You have people trying to go back to the trauma of great-great-grandma to say, oh, the trauma's in the genetics. They're not able to do this or that. And it's an escape hatch for acknowledging kind of the shortcomings of our society right now of, no, why do we have kids with attitudes? Because we've raised kids that think that's okay. Why do we have kids assaulting teachers? Because we've raised kids to think that's okay. It's not because these are kids with PTSD and they have some sort of a trigger and they're having some sort of an incident. No, the vast majority of the social problems we have now are because we have raised them into this generation.
Yes, I agree with you. We've actually romanticized the fact that, oh, I have a trauma, I'm a special kind of person, and that I need this extra care. I'm not minimizing or marginalizing anyone's, not only their physical, but their mental traumas that they have occurred. But what I worry about is that we romanticize trauma to a point that it's an identification that doesn't actually it leads into a false tense of not who they actually are. It's like, oh, that's what I think it is, so I must be that way. You know how you go on Dr. Google, it's like, oh, I'm not feeling well. Oh my God, I have cirrhosis or whatever. That's what I worry about. It takes away, it depowers our youth to actually live in a culture that gives them freedom to finally find who they are without others trying to label them in this whole romanticized culture that we have for our youth, unfortunately, of, oh, it's because of trauma, right? So like I said, when's the expiration date? That's what I worry.
Well, yeah, and Dr. Jordan, one thing I want to clarify real quick about what I was saying is the reason why I don't pander to it and I am so harsh about it is because when you overuse and overextend terms, right? Like if everything is a genocide, then genocide means nothing. If everyone has trauma, then the term means nothing anymore because everybody has it. And here's the problem. You can't treat somebody for something they don't have. So you, as someone with that diagnosis and with those experiences in your life, you can benefit and have, I'm sure, from therapy and from, experiential therapies and discussions and things of that nature. If we tell all these kids they're traumatized, but they're actually not, there's no therapeutic solution to get rid of something they don't actually have, right? And then we end up in the placebo effect of they think they're depressed and they think they're traumatized and they think they have all these things. Well, normal therapy isn't going to fix an issue that doesn't actually exist that we're pretending is there. right? If I tell you you have a seizure disorder and you don't really have a seizure disorder, right? I'm not going to be able to treat the disorder that doesn't exist. Now, if you're stressing yourself out all the time, you might stress yourself into the seizure or into fainting or into passing out, because now you're hedging your choices in life around this thing you don't actually have. And that's my concern, is we have created a generation now that isn't capable of coping because they've been told they have conditions that make it to where they can't cope. And then they wrap themselves in the identity. I've used this example before. I have a niece of mine, her daughter, so whatever the hell that would be to me, my great niece, I think. She's a little special. She's on the spectrum. We don't really know what she has because she's 9 years old. They won't really do the diagnosis. And she came home and told everyone she was trans 6 months ago. And okay, cool. She's a little big. She's Jewish and Samoan. She's a little thick. She wears like SpongeBob t-shirts. And so, she's built kind of like a boy. And we're like, oh, okay, you're trans. Why are you trans? Well, I just think I am. And so, okay, we're having this conversation. And of course, my family's Jewish, so the concept of being in the wrong body doesn't work. So we're all having these conversations. I FaceTime her. And in 10 minutes of FaceTiming her, I find out the LGBTQ kids, they leave class on Wednesdays. And they go get to meet with Counselor Rick. And Counselor Rick has candy. And since she's been going, no one makes fun of her for being fat anymore. No one makes fun of her for being big, because you don't have to be the pretty girl if you're trans. So she's trans now. So we had the conversation, and it was like, no, I get to go with the counselor and the cool kids, and I have new friends now, and they don't pick on me, so I'm trans. Because I'm not lesbian, because I don't like girls, and I can't be gay, but, I look kind of like a boy, so I might be a boy. And her spectrum issues led her down this pathway of like, cool, I can not get picked on, I can get candy and special time out of class, and I have new friends. I'm trans now. Okay, she's not fucking trans at all. She's just been given a pathway that got her out of certain things, but she was told that, hey, this is a reality here. Oh, cool. So now I'm this. We're doing that to a generation of children with everything from depression. The millennials were all ADD and ADHD. Anyone who was fucking born in 89, 90, 92, they were all kids that had ADD and ADHD, every single one of them. And everybody had Adderall, and everybody had Ritalin. And now we look back and go, yeah, we massively overdiagnosed that. This generation, they're all depressed and they all have trauma.
Yeah, I would say that I agree with you 100%, you and KK. I think one of the things is interesting is that I didn't want the labels because I knew the labels would limit me. And then sure enough, I identified with the label, and then I over-pathologized. I went through all these stages, right? And I'm someone who's been in therapy for years. The interesting thing is, high-functioning autism wasn't even a diagnosis until way after I was an adult. Now kids get these interventions at a very young age. I'm not trying to say I'm anything courageous, but I had to live without knowing what was really going on and what learning I never got the right kind of help when I needed it. So for me, it was kind of latent. But I agree. I think the labels are actually harmful. And the other part is that, people like to throw around things like, let's say, narcissism or PTSD. Well, complex PTSD, for example, if I had a chance to sit down for someone and narrate what that really meant for me, I'm sure they would not use it again because they wouldn't want the sequela, the consequences, etc. So I'm not trying to play hero or anything, but I do think it's interesting how people, when someone comes back with a diagnosis and it's disabling, then they can talk about using it. And I agree with you, it's a very small percentage of people. But I know people on this app who are veterans of war who suffer acute PTSD or suffered from acute PTSD, They still haven't been able to get their life together. It's extremely disabling. So you talk to someone who works with that population, they know how disabling it is, and it is indeed very frustrating when someone says, "Oh, I have it." I mean, I'm proud of the work that I've done to come as far as I have, to hit as far bottom as I did, and come as far as I have.
Like Sinwar, they call him a hawk. All these other people, they call him a hawk. Ismail Haniya is not a hawk. Ismail Haniya is a dove. He's a dove. He's like he's a grandfather. Like, what is it that you think about Ismail Haniya that makes you be like Haniya? Like, just because he's associated with what you think is Hamas, like all of a sudden he becomes like, what has he said? What has he said? What has he argued? He grew up in refugee camps in Gaza. Your thoughts?
I saw that IDF just put 1.5 million vaccines into the Gaza Strip. So if you think,
Hold on, Adrian. Do you understand Hampton when somebody calls him a dove and other people call him a dove and call Sinwar a hawk? What the dichotomy of that implies?
Right, because I know that whatever his name was, the fat guy that died, he was the PR guy in the front.
But it's not even, okay, you call him PR, but it's not about PR. It's that he had a softness about him. Like, even though he was in prison,
right, he looked like a teddy bear.
Exactly, he wasn't hardened. Do you want to see how beautiful his granddaughters are? Let me show you. I had them as my PTR.
I mean, what does that have to do with anything, though? How is granddaughters?
Because this man is a man who he's people want to paint him as somebody who wanted to kill a death cult. No, he was somebody who was rooted in God and rooted in faith and rooted in life and wanted to see his children grow. He didn't want to see when people are taken from this life, we accept it, but nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see their children or grandchildren killed, especially before them.
I'm going to say this and then I'm going to go. My heart goes out to the Palestinians. It really does.
Okay, then learn more.
I know you guys want all of the land.
It's not about wanting all of the land. That's not true. People just want to return to where they are, where they live. They want to be able to move freely, live freely, thrive like any other person. There are some people who have been pushed out of territories that are now as Israel, 1948, that feel a desire to be there again. Okay, that's how they feel. But I also have Palestinian family who have Israeli citizenship, who are posting about different towns that are doing a lot of work within Israel, where there's a majority Arab population and there's a few Jewish people there helping, where they're trying to help people in Gaza. They want to live freely. I have no problem with everybody living together, but you can't believe one is superior to the other. There's one people that think that, not the other people. The Palestinian does not say I am superior to the Jew. They don't say that. It's not part of our doctrine, our belief system. Our belief system teaches us that nobody is superior than the other than with closeness to God, and that is only something that God can know. That's very we don't believe just because we are Muslim, just because we are Christian, just because we are Palestinian, that innately makes us superior to another person. Because that's not what the Quran teaches us. That's not what the Prophet taught us. The Prophet specifically said, no Arab is superior to a non-Arab, no black superior to a white, no white superior to an Arab, black, vice versa, etc. He said that. Like, he said that to them, like, right before he passed away, like, his final sermon. We don't have this idea of ethnicity. Like, oh, I don't know. And this idea we want all
Big news.
No, like, we want, I don't even know how to, I don't know, man.
It's all finished though. I'm trying to tell you that the IDF is bringing in 1.5 million polio vaccines. They can't kill them all, so they'll just breed them out. They're gonna eugenicize them by ruining their fertility. They're gonna ruin them.
Habibi, they've already done that to us. What are you talking about?
I know. So then, what? You're just wasting your time here. You need Rabbi to consult you on how to use your time effectively.
This is something that, like, I used to hypothesize just from, like, my metaphysical experiences of, or call it psychosis, whatever you want to call it, like, where I really, 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 like, had this strong sense, and I obviously, like, there's probably ways to substantiate it now, where they were messing with our fertility, where they were legitimately putting things in our societies and our environment that was making our children be born in certain ways. I don't know, like, and clearly it's showing that it's something that they do, and they're doing it full force now, even more so. Okay, bye, Hampton. Have a good night.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like it's just specific for people, in that area. It's global. Like big pharma, if it's in every language. English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, like everybody's vaccinated. So
it's not just vaccine. It's the hormones that they're throwing in our environments, and I think they're also doing they're using, what's it called, experimental stuff on us too.
Well, I don't have kids, but I'll tell you the truth, like, I'm not running around trying to fucking have kids. I mean, like, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, meaning that, like, I don't want to have.
I think you should calm down in your life, find you a good woman, and have children.
But see, the thing is, I don't know if that's gonna really make me all that much. It's not gonna, like, really make me happier. It would be like,
about happiness or not happiness. It's about, like, a biological responsibility. Like, I need to do the same.
I don't know.
I mean, I should have done it with my husband. That was like I didn't know he was gonna get sick and die, but, like, I should have done it early on. But the conditions were different. But, like, you as a man, like, of course you don't have, like, the same biological clock that we do, but I do think your sperm reduces as you get older.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, like, it's possible that I can't have kids because, like, I've been with enough women and I have busted enough nuts in enough women where I would expect at least 1 out of 10.
That's kind of scary. Also, you should respect your sexuality and not have sex with everybody.
I don't have sex with everybody. I have sex with women that I pursue and hope to have sex with. I don't just, like, casually spread my legs and just have sex with random people.
Okay, get married and then have sex a lot of times with one woman. You can get her to get pregnant. Because I think your fertility is something that might be really important to check into.
Yeah, I smoke weed, though, so it's possible, too, that the weed prevents me from having children. But then my children could also have, Down syndrome from all the cannabis that I've ingested. So it's like, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of scary to not know what causes Down syndrome. I was, like, looking at, there's quite a few, if you look at videos coming out of Gaza, quite a few kids with Down syndrome there. Yeah. That's what makes me wonder, what are they doing to our, like, I mean, they have horrible quality water.
It's index. It's index. It's a bell-shaped curve. So, like, in the U.S. population, over here in Chicago where I live, there's a facility called Misericordia, and they, the state sends them a lot of money, but, like, there's just a percentage of the population that is born with genetic defect, so you can't stop that. That's, like, bullshit.
That number is going drastically down. So it used to be like what 1 in 2,000
For Down
or
syndrome?
5,000 or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like now it's like what 1 in 500 or some shit like that. The environment has to have some kind of correlation.
100%. 100%. I'm just saying that no matter what environment you're analyzing, it's still going to be a bell-shaped curve. It's just like statistics 101. Because like in Iraq and Afghanistan, where they used the uranium spent, the uranium tipped, round ammunition rounds, the mutations and the genetic deformities exploded in, I can't remember. Anyways, it's the toxicity, and then the women, when they're pregnant, whatever they're ingesting, it deforms and mutates and destroys the genetic development of the fetus.
You know what I learned not too long ago? That like a lot of heavy metal is like really, really bad. But there's like tons of stuff with like super heavy metals.
Yeah. You can eat
including, like,
fish.
cheap fish.
Yeah, fish. Mercury toxicity is a big problem, and like they say you got to mix up your fucking diet, otherwise you're gonna do too much of one thing. And but yeah, Gaza's fucked. And when I saw that headline today about how they're bringing in 1.5 million doses of polio vaccine, I was like, ooh, damn. I was like, they are literally trying to completely stop them from reproducing another generation. And
Well,
it's
you know,
devious.
Bill Gates wanted to vaccinate people here through using mosquitoes.
What I'm saying is they want to vaccinate them before they
But
clean all this up.
You're right. And I mean, there is cases of polio, but you're right. But the other thing that you don't realize, Adrian, is God is more powerful than everything. So, for example, I have a friend who was sharing with me her father's experience when he was in prison in Israel. She's Palestinian, but doesn't have the same privileges that I have, where I have an American passport and American citizenship. She's more of like stateless, like even though she's just stateless. She doesn't live in Palestine, but she's Palestinian, and she doesn't have another Gulf country's citizenship. And she was like talking about, and she was trying to get to somewhere in like Canada, and she wasn't able to come. But she's a very successful woman. But her father, when he was in Israel, before she was ever born, he was in prison. I don't know, I can't remember how many years. I recorded the conversations. I have to re-listen to it. And he was literally, they took things directly to his balls and or I don't know the proper way to say that, and would electrocute him there to try to like prevent him from having children.
That's just torture, though. That's not going to prevent the nuts from producing semen.
Yeah,
I understand.
It's a torture technique because it's so sensitive.
Obviously. But like, why are they focusing on that? Because the desire is to like mess with him as much as they could.
Listen, when I say that,
too, but it's a super sensitive area and it's very conductive.
When I say that the people in the Gaza,
that, he was still able to have children. But modern medicine of what they're doing to us in general, not even the vaccines, psychiatric medications.
Yeah.
Like I worry more than the polio vaccine. I worry about all the psychiatric medications that they're going to start giving these kids, because they're going to start saying they have PTSD, and they're going to start putting them on antipsychotic medications that are going to completely ruin their lives.
Yeah.
They're gonna start gaining weight.
They would be best if. Where are they going to go, though? They're not going to go anywhere. They're going to stay there, and they're going to be used as guinea pigs. But my point is that the Israelis themselves are being used as guinea pigs by their own government and by the major corporations. Bourla, the head of Pfizer, who's still the CEO, he's Jewish, but he's a Greek Jew. It has nothing to do with, anything. I'm just saying that, like, everybody's fucked. Like, nobody escapes.
Yeah.
I know it's worse to be a Gazan or a Palestinian than it is to be an Israeli, but nonetheless, the Israeli people, I mean, when they were doing all the COVID-19 vaccines, there were a lot of Israelis that were posting saying, do not get vaccinated, your government is trying to kill you. It's like...
Do you know, even like the IDF soldiers, like if they're really, really honest about their experience, and there is somebody that was a former IDF soldier who like had confided this stuff in me, but and I won't say the details, but they pretty much were tortured as IDF soldiers.
Yeah.
And the things that they were told to do, and yet they still have like this allegiance and loyalty that you could to like Israel, where they won't like really share that experience.
Mhm.
But if you get like them to talk about it, they might.
This is just human. This is human conditioning. This is animal conditioning. There's no difference between what we do to animals and what we do to ourselves.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the Jim Crow South. Same kind of thing happened too. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, you know, I got it bad, but I got it better than you. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's how some people justify that bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not an Israeli. I'm not even Jewish. So it's like my conscience.
Now you're not Jewish, Adrian?
My dad's not Jewish. I mean, my mom is not Jewish. My dad is Jewish. What I'm saying is like, I
but
can.
Adrian, that's the problem, is that you all like take this mother lineage thing. Like, I think there's just such a schizophrenia when it comes to the Jewish identity that you all drive me crazy.
Well, see, I'm not Jewish.
But being Jewish should be simple. It's not about an ethnic identity. It's about whether you keep your laws.
You're talking about a group of people that inbred for 500 years in Eastern Europe. They're gonna have neuroticism and schizophrenia. I was just in Dr. Jordan's room.
When you say inbred, do you mean like cousins or do you mean siblings? Because I don't believe cousin marriages is inbreeding.
Well, my point is, I'm being facetious, but what I'm saying is, I know a lot of Jews that are very neurotic. They're very, very compulsive. They don't know how to relax, and they're always uptight. And you know, that's the problem. That's the problem with everybody.
I mean, it seems like they're conditioned to feel that way. Look how everybody is going crazy against Candace Owens because she asked some questions, and now they're all like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but Candace thrive. If you work in media and people don't talk about you at scale, you don't earn a living. Even if people hate you, it's better to have a ton of hate than no hate at all. Like, that's how you make money. She's making money. The more they mention her name, the more she makes.
Here's what I don't understand about her, man. I was like, she presents the stuff in such a manner, and she could present it in like a not such a like a firebrand type of manner.
Yeah.
It's weird, right? And it's like, yo, who is allowing her to do this? She has handles. She has to have handles.
It's her personality. It's her personality is off-putting. She's so aggressive and
like that's weird, man. Like, you have to have handlers because you don't make it like that. And she wasn't always like that.
Charlie Kirk, that's her handler.
Oh man, fuck that dude, man. I don't trust
he was
that
at the
dude at all.
DNC. He was at the DNC today, and some Democrat social guy went fucking nuts. He like, what are you doing here? Fucking, oh my god, call the fucking fire department. Get the fuck out of here. But they invited him.
I don't trust that dude. That dude's paid opposition like certain other ones as well. Because
but
that's supposed to be registering.
There's no
shit like that.
There's no Jewish there's no Jewish conspiracy theory with a lot of these people in terms of handlers. Like, a lot of these people are just organic, born and bred Americans. They don't have any association to Jews or Israelis.
No, I'm not even talking about the Jewish thing. I'm just saying like you know, the opposition party or whatever. He's paid opposition. Like that dude is like he smells so bad. You know, the RNC paid him to like do sign-ups and.
Well, it's like Marshall.
Like that.
Yeah, it's like Marshall.
Oh man, like God, man, don't even start with him.
Marshall said today. He goes, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not voting Trump. And we all started laughing, like, meaning that like he views politics as just a job, as opposed to like any type of, you know, like sentiment or patriotism or just being able to witness the Democrats in their insanity and say, okay, I'm not voting for that. Like, these people are insane. It's all about women. It's all about LGBTQ, abortion, and, you know, whatever else.
You but this same dude or whatever, he'll be like, oh no, I don't believe in this stuff. But then he'll go around and support the candidate that does. That's fucking weird, man.
Marshall's just a weird person. Like he's not the guy.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
He's not a guy you go to a bar with on a Friday or Saturday and say, hey, let's go try to pick up some chicks and have a good time.
You know what he reminds me of? If Hampton was not as weak.
No, Hampton and him are like totally different. Marshall is like Marshall's like a grandfather. Marshall's like a 40-year-old grandfather on crack because he burned his head out on Adderall. Like he was an Adderall, prescription person. So his brain is fried. I mean, he's a one-trick pony. He's fucked.
Man, I still don't see how you get on the fucking social audio app talking about I'm a Republican, strategist. And I work for these campaigns, and I publicly admit that I fucking supported the Democratic ticket.
Well, welcome to the world of insanity. Like this is the psych ward. This is the therapeutic milieu. But he's not therapeutic. He's like everybody else. They're just one-trick ponies. He's not capable of much.
To me, that was insane to admit out loud in public.
You know, a lot of. Do you know how many people on this app are on disability? Do you know how many people on this app? Dr. Jordan just admitted.
There's a lot.
Dr. Jordan.
I didn't even realize that, man, until somebody pointed that out maybe a year and a half ago, and I was like, what? And then I didn't think about it because they're sitting at the house or whatever, or dealing with whatever problems, taking whatever drugs. And this is their like social hour.
Yep. It is the psych ward. This is where people are working because they're getting paid not to work. But this is the problem with communism. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to bring up. I was like, I've never met as many black Marxists, like outright. I am a card-carrying member, and I am a black Marxist, as I have before I got on this damn app.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what?
I didn't know they really existed.
Now,
I mean, I guess I did, because Black Panthers...
There's a lot with the whole black liberation shit.
Yeah.
But, like, a lot of them don't understand, where a lot of it, like, Mao's little red book. But I'm talking about, like, there's people there like, no, we have to do X. And, like, yeah, as per, this, people's this, liberation that. And I'm like, fuck no, man. I'm actually a productive member of society. There ain't no way I'm going to listen to you.
Yeah.
What have you built?
Well, look at Kamala. Look at Maxine Waters. She's the head of the Federal Reserve on the government side. So, but if you think about Maxine Waters, she's probably the ruthless capitalist, but just uses the communist rhetoric, for vote gathering. But she herself is a ruthless capitalist.
I don't know, man. With them, yeah, they'll use some capitalism or whatever, and yeah, it'd be like the champagne socialist bullshit. But I don't even know if they're actually in charge, man. Because if you just listen to her, she doesn't sound competent. Like, so she got somebody like behind the scenes, and she's just a figurehead.
Well, I guess that's true. That's true. I mean, a lot of it does come down. A lot of it does come down to IQ, and that is the capability quotient. If you don't have the IQ, or you don't have the concepts or the words or the understanding or the experience, you can't regulate anything. You can't supervise anything, and you're really just being told what to do, and you're more than happy to do it because you're getting an incredible amount of money. So that's where we're at. That's what Kamala is.
I think that's what we have the most of now. Like we got a bunch of like parrots.
Yeah.
And then like somebody's just like whispering in their ear what to say, what to do. That's why like it's so weird that a person like Kamala could come to fruition right now.
She's just like Obama though. She's like a surprise. She's like a mystery out of nowhere.
like Obama at least had some kind of competency as far as like
No,
sounding.
what I'm
Okay.
saying is they're both the sluts of Eyes Wide Shut. They're the Babylon symbol of this cult. They're the harlots. They're the they're the harlots. They're the scarlets. You know, the lettered woman. She this black chick who spoke at the DNC today. She says, when I met Kamala, we hit it right off. And then when I got married and introduced Kamala to my wife and our adopted daughter, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, are people listening to this? They say it so quickly, you can't even like pick up on what they're saying. But because I'm recording it, and I go back and I'm like, oh my god, like everything. So basically, the Democratic National Committee, like the convention, was like an awards show for scam artists. Jesse Jackson got an award, Joe Biden got an award, and then Kamala's like, I'm so happy that I'm taking it over. You know, it's like literally a scam operation. It was like a scam awards ceremony. It's bizarre beyond belief.
Doesn't her speech pattern remind you of somebody that like drinks a lot?
Yes, but she doesn't come off as like a Pelosi drunk. She comes off as like being somebody who at least like is somewhat health conscious. Because even when she's like, we did it, Joe, we did it. She was out on like a power walk, you know, like she's not a physical fat ass. She's not, you know, a pig.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, maybe she's just a lightweight. She always had a low tolerance, but she just, you know, drinks considerable amount.
I don't see her.
Because like,
I mean, how much do you think she drinks a
I
night?
I saw
Or a
her
day?
close up on her face or whatever,
Mhm.
and then like I don't know, just like you know the eyes. I'm just like, something there, man.
Did you?
I don't know.
Did you see
Maybe
the?
maybe it's drugs or something.
Did you? Well, she's probably on Adderall or Ozempic. Did you see the? Did you see the Michelle Obama photo that came out of the DNC? She looks unbelievably like a man. Her breasts are all fucked up. Her body looks fucked up. It's fucking crazy. Does not look like the image we've seen of her.
I'm pretty sure that I'll see like a bunch of shit like between tonight and tomorrow because like I got to do a recap or whatever on some of that stuff. And I know I was like earlier today I was like listening to a guy out of Chicago, and he was like walking around in that park where all the protesters were, and the people were like, oh yeah, the people will take all the houses. We can organize labor, and I'm like, you fucking idiots, man. And I was like, man.
Listen to this. This
People
is.
don't understand they're useless.
Listen to Listen to this clip. This is so prior when they kicked off the convention, they had all the union reps come out from the biggest American unions and endorse her. Listen to this one. You can't even believe, like, it actually makes me very confident in myself listening to these people, knowing that like there's extreme incompetence running the biggest organizations in the world.
That we write new rules to make it easier for all workers to join a union. And we are going to build a younger, darker, hipper, fresher, sneaker-wearing labor movement. A movement that is going to be more inclusive and built for the middle class. And we are going to end poverty wage work for once and for all.
I mean, it goes on and on, but like it's I don't know. It's kind of what I've seen.
They're going to end poverty. She said they're going to end poverty, huh?
Not really. She said she's going to end worker poverty. Everything is.
Yeah, but I mean, how's that the case when one of their main things is like that quote unquote livable wage? We saw what happened in California. The first thing they did was start hemorrhaging jobs.
Yeah, it's communism. Listen to this guy.
We also
This guy is what's called the CWA. I'd never even heard of these unions before, but
Digital divide during the pandemic. Millions of American families didn't have access to high-speed internet at home. Too many kids were forced to go online class in McDonald's parking lots.
so they, the big subsidy they gave to AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, for all the telecoms for high-speed internet. Apparently it didn't take, and like they didn't actually get any new subscribers or build anything, but it's just a giant subsidy. So you look at these people and you're like, oh fuck, this is an awards show for pimps and hoes and scammers. And but it's like, yeah, it's unbelievable. Like if they win, their power grows, and to the diminishment of the opposing party. I mean, and if Trump does win, they're afraid of things that can't even happen, because even if they think that Trump can fire all these people, the lawsuits that come out of all the fucking terminations, it's like, Jesus Christ. Maybe Trump could fucking actually try to save the country in the same way that you would try to save a deteriorating business.
Here's what you don't necessarily have to do. You don't have to do mass layoffs. You just don't hire the people through natural attrition.
Yeah, that's true.
People like leaving and shit. Like, because you'll have so much turnover in a 3-year period.
But
like in those government jobs,
it's
especially
retribution.
If you make the environment kind of uncomfortable for certain people.
They are they're a bunch of
crying about the Department of Education being closed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck are you crying about? The kids can't fucking read.
Well, that's the communism aspect, is that the programming element will be taken out of the political movement, so they can't have that. That's the propaganda wing of the Democrat Party, and that's how they maintain their control, which is in the same way that the Palestinians brainwash their population to want to go commit murder and commit eternal war and never-ending fucking fighting, because they're programmed at birth to want to go blow up people. People don't believe that, but like, I've seen the videos. I saw the videos 20 years ago. I went to Israel 20 years ago, and I saw when I came back, I gave a presentation in a public speaking class in college, and the professor chewed me out. He's like, he was from Spain. He's like, don't you fucking know that the fucking Jews in Israel went through the concentration camps and the fucking Holocaust, and now they are doing the Holocaust to the Palestinian people, you fucking idiot. I was like, whoa. I was like, did you?
Yes, that's wild, man.
I was like, did you not just see the videos that I showed you, that like they're showing children to go blow themselves up on tanks to get to heaven? I was like, that's hardcore propaganda. He's like, get the fuck out of my office, you piece of shit. I was like, wow. All right, have a great day.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, and this is a very conservative college.
You weren't in here earlier, man, when Hampton was in here, like, simping for the Jews, was he?
No, but I was in a room with Hampton just a second ago, and he was talking to Berace, to whatever her name is, and then it was so funny. He's like, you're not going to stop fighting because you want the land. And she's like, it's not about the fucking land, Hampton. It's about equal rights. It was so funny. Hampton.
Oh, that was this room.
Oh, that was this room?
That was this room.
Hampton's such a troll. He's very he's very funny, actually.
Nah, but I mean, he's serious a lot of the times.
I think he knows he's stupid. He knows he's stupid, but his gay character, like, he thinks he's being smart or cute or funny or provocative, but he's just an idiot.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
He's
and
gay,
he's like
man.
A whipping boy in all these damn rooms and shit.
That's what he does.
He's been like that the whole time.
I don't go to gay bars, but I guarantee you every gay bar has a Hampton.
Ah, shit.
I did actually go to a gay bar with like a chick and a friend of mine, and my friend started acting gay and he took his shirt off. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, man, you are fucking, like, you're fucking crazy. yeah, I don't talk to him anymore. I don't text him anymore. But we went out one night to this bar, and then we left and we went to this other bar. And we get to the other bar. He's like, "Fuck! I left my wallet at the other bar." So I'm like, "Oh my, you fucking asshole!" So we drive all the way back to the other bar. He goes up and he's looking on the couch that we were sitting at, and there's this big black guy that has the couch now and the table. He's like, "Excuse me, sir, can you get up? I think I left my wallet here on this couch." He's like, "I ain't getting up." He's like, "Fuck off." And he's like, "Sir, please, I need my," and he got into it with this big black guy. And I was like, "Bro, what's wrong with you?" I was like, anyways, I'm just saying that. I'm just repeating memories. I mean, but this is the thing.
Damn, man.
I'm telling.
Like, why would he pretend like he was fucking being gay? Like,
Who?
why would he pretend like he was being gay in that environment?
Who? Hampton?
No, your friend.
Oh, I think he thinks he's being funny, but maybe he's also like totally okay with it, and or I guess okay with homosexual behavior or gay behavior or whatever, and he thought he was being funny but he wasn't like, flirting with men or anything like that. He was just like maybe he was trolling them, and to me I was like, even that's too gay. But it is actually an amazing bar in terms of like the size of it. It's the biggest gay bar in Chicago. I don't Crosswinds. I can't remember what they call it, but um, yeah. I mean, I've been there like I think I've been there twice, but both times with chicks that I'm dating. So, but in terms of like the Dave and Buster's of faggot bars, this is the Dave and Buster's of faggot bars.
I've never been, right, but I've met women that are like, "Oh no, you should come with us," and I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. That's not my scene." I'm saying, like, yo, why would I go someplace where what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to be like, "Oh, are you with us?"
I think
that's not my thing.
I think the opportunity to meet very hot chicks at gay bars is there, and because they're gay or they're lesbians, when an alpha male presents himself, they're just like, "Ugh, I can't help myself but be turned on by you because I'm with all these faggots." So what I'm saying is, like, if you want to get laid, go to a lesbian bar, and it's just like they're angry that you're there.
I remember being in Vegas and like it was either I can't remember if it's 04 or 05. I was out there for some I was out there TDY and shit. And I remember we went to this one bar and I wasn't used to the drink prices being that fucking high, man. $12 for a damn Crown and Coke and shit. And I was like, $12.50 for this damn Crown and Coke. I was like, man, what the I'm just like cracking jokes and shit, talking to people, cracking jokes. And like this one chick, I turn around, I'm like, damn, what's up? And then she's like, excuse me? And like she looked like Persian or something like that. And I'm like, okay, like whatever. I got her laughing and shit. And she's like, oh, I'm into girls. So I was like, what a queenie thing, me too. And then like she really enjoyed that. She's like, oh, you're funny. And I was like, sometimes. And then she's like, oh, let me introduce you to my girlfriend. And she turned around and I was like, God damn, this motherfucker is pretty. She is pretty as fuck too. And she was actually like way more smoking than the first girl. The first girl was knockout, man. I'm like, oh shit, 2 lipsticks. So I'm like, talking to him and shit. I get like super drunk or whatever, get their numbers. And I'm telling her like, I'm like inviting her to the hotel and shit the next day. Because I was like, yeah, we got a pool. Yeah, I want to see y'all bikinis and shit. And then they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna take you up on that. Man, I got sick the next day. And like, they did not talk to me again from that point on. But I think they were trying to do something.
Yeah, you only get one shot.
I fucked that up, man. Hey.
Yeah, you learn from those things. Yeah, you learn from that, and you never, if the situation ever arises again, now you know how not to fuck it up.
If
I actually ran through my entire memory. I went through my whole memory of every chick I have ever fucked from start to finish, and it was like 155 to 160. And I thought about every single face. Like, I'm sure there's people I've missed or women I've missed, but my point is, it was like an interesting memory, journey because I can't remember everybody's name, but I can remember all the faces. And yeah, I mean, if I'm 41 and I've banged 150 chicks, like if I get married, that number's not going up. But like if it's at 150 and I'm 40, like I should be able to get like another 200 on top of the 150 and make it higher quality. But I mean, it's pointless. It's like this is the thing about women. Like some chick that I'm seeing, like she texted me tonight, and I'm just like, honestly, I don't really even want to fuck you anymore. Like I don't want to see you because your fat ass isn't even going to the gym. I should have gone to the gym tonight, but
Midnight?
no, the gym is 24/7.
Oh no, I was like, I drove by restaurant, whatever. I was gonna get something. I'm like wired, man. It was early enough so I got a freaking smoothie, but everything's getting closed. Just stop on down on the other side. Man, the grifters have been out on the internet, haven't they?
Andrew Meyer, remember him from this app? I saw him on Twitter. Yeah, the real Andrew Meyer. His Amazon book.
He was in that space with Candace the other day.
Mm-hmm. He goes on Tim Pool. Like he's somewhat of a public commentator, but I don't know. I mean, I like debating him, for the most part, but he's also just the realist.
What's up, Charlie? What's going on, man? Shit. Told my bitch good night, Yeah, what y'all up to, man? Yeah, that shit. Huh? Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go to the house. I wanted to get something to eat, man, but I'm just gonna go to the house. Man, I don't feel like fucking sitting on the damn line. Yeah, I don't eat no damn McDonald's no more, man. Can't done that shit. No, I don't really eat either. Only like when I'm shit, I don't even remember. I don't really eat.
It's such low quality.
And I ate Chinese, like some nuggets. I did too. It was
Hey, baby, don't fuck with me. Oh, hurry up. Got time for this shit.
But do the Valley Girl thing.
Hey guys,
No, do Whoopi Goldberg.
Issa, can you?
You'll watch it if you.
Oh my gosh. Issa, can you do a different accent than your accent?
No, I can't. I mean, I just do this inflection here and my throat.
Can you do an American accent?
I'm talking like that.
Issa, go up. Say the first line of the Constitution. We the people.
No, honey, Adrian, your microphone on that
so bad.
is shit.
It was like driving me crazy yesterday because I had AirPods on and it was just like boom, 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 boom.
It's very crackling.
Without AirPods, it's like bearable, but with AirPods, it's horrible.
Yeah, man. Old boy came in the room and said that bullshit.
Adrian, can you change your account to another phone? The best way to make fun is to kick him. Or maybe no, because it's not the clarity, it's the microphone. Or maybe try to use some headset to see if that fixes the problem, because it might be the microphone of your shitty phone.
Yeah, you're right.
By the way, does my phone
Where's shitty
echo?
phone? He has like
Issa, when I'm not muted, do you all get feedback from me or no?
Sometimes. Right now, no.
Okay, good. I fixed my screen, so it's probably
Who's playing Twitch music?
Randy.
no, it's me. It's me. It's on Norma. Yeah, I know it's good.
This is Twitch music. You know what Twitch is?
No.
He's what's your name?
I like that.
Wait, Twitch is that guy that killed himself.
No, Twitch is that's a platform for streamers.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Who killed himself?
Yeah. Killed himself.
Tragic.
Ellen DeGeneres' music guy.
Oh.
The black guy.
Oh, did you guys hear that NBC is going to do the documentary of the guy who killed the people in Clubhouse?
No.
There's a
I thought it was TikTok, not Clubhouse.
Oh, never mind.
No, Clubhouse.
No, you got it wrong. It was about TikTok.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the Arabic man.
With
What
that
happened?
girl.
I haven't heard that.
I didn't know he was Arabic.
No, it's not Clubhouse related. It's TikTok related.
That was Clubhouse.
Okay, hold on. But what's the story?
Tell him, Nora.
I mean, I just saw the commercial for it. I don't know anything about them.
So this
Motherfucker, what are you talking about?
This happened in San Diego like a year ago. Some TikTok guy, he was really well popular in TikTok. He made like viral videos, and he had a girlfriend for like a year. They had a daughter, etc. Let's say, long story short, they got separated, and he didn't like that, and he got jealous of her dating another guy, but they were separated. So one day, he hacked on his little daughter's iPad and put a microphone to hear everything. So he heard a guy coming over, and he was spying on his wife with his daughter's iPad. So he basically got there and basically got a gun and murdered his wife and her boyfriend at the time. And he was playing stupid. And basically he was saying that someone came in, basically robbed his wife and shot them, blah, blah, blah. So he murdered them, and long story short, he got caught. So
But
now,
Jemima, my understanding is, I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong, but my understanding is that this was all live streamed on TikTok, that they were like a couple, and they put all their like fights and all that stuff on TikTok.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, that's
So
what
like
commercials.
Edmund, he was
Everything. Yeah, like where she was like, trying to get out of the relationship and.
I didn't see that part. Maybe you told her, Nora, you should say it too.
I just randomly saw this commercial on one of my feeds or like promotions. I'm like, what is this?
TikTok.
And it's like murders of TikTok.
Where is Edmund?
there. His name is Adrian.
That's Edmund?
Yeah.
That
He has to
doesn't
change
sound
his
like
identity.
He's got like 30 identity. Edmund, you think Trump's going to win?
I think he got clipped from some people. I don't know. Sorry.
No, I don't think Trump's going to win. I think Kamala's going to win.
Oh, like when he was doing the Roger thing, I think he was clipped.
There's a P in the bottom.
Oh, is Roger still alive? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He survived the trauma. Oh, man. Oh, did you?
I love Chatterbait.
I don't think he'd do well on Chatterbait. He's fat as shit.
You guys ever been on Chatterbait?
You love Chatterbait?
Chatterbait.
What is that?
You must have the large economy baby oil, huh?
Yeah, Chatterbait's a great stream platform. You should check it out. Chatterbait.com.
Like,
It's a webcam model. It's a webcam model website.
Excuse me? No, it's not. It's like Clubhouse.
No, it's not. You pay to jerk off to look at these porno stars.
No, it's Clubhouse. Don't be ridiculous. Go listen to Edmund.
No, it's famous because they always run advertisements, and then you always hear like the coin noise when somebody makes a donation to their webcam out.
Lisa, I posted a link that I just randomly found. I didn't read it.
Wow, Time Magazine.
Oh, this is good about the story. Thank you.
I did too, but you didn't pay attention.
Oh, I didn't. Because you didn't say anything. No, you don't. That's the one I'm looking at. Oh, Jemima. But where did Nora paste hers?
On top.
Ah, okay.
You're at the bottom, Nora. Don't be ridiculous.
I don't talk about my sex life.
Yes, you do all the time. You talk about getting blowjobs.
I know.
Yes, you did. Talk about how you used to do with your ex or something.
That's not
All girls are bottom.
I only talk about I don't think about it.
The question is, you swallow.
Again, that's just my husband. Because it was a fire. Of course, you would have to call. I know, it was a joke. It was a very.
You know what a female people do?
Show me to my face for your claim and mine.
Guys, there's a lot of people for his
Why does Dad never smile? If you knew what he went through,
Okay, now when I'm
you wouldn't either.
Don't murder, stop pathetic. Nora, so all of the things that were only boys, or was that also videos?
I don't know, but they made a documentary on the TikToks, what I understand.
Sick of boring, censored social media? Discover ABPV, the ultimate app for unfiltered wild content. Download ABPV now on the App Store or Google Play.
I don't think it's Muslim. Is he Muslim? Doesn't make him Muslim. No. I don't know about that. But if he is Muslim, then it's like in contradiction to his faith. The guy that I mean, he's obviously an Arab. That makes no sense. It's like Raham. But it was not Raham. It
Yeah. That's why I'm afraid of being away.
it's such a I don't know. You don't really know how I look like.
Yes, I do. I've seen you all the
What
time.
do you mean? You post photos every day.
Yeah, but just because, I mean, seeing somebody in person is different than this one.
We are just talking about sauce.
We like Turkish people. Shut up, Turkish. We don't like Turkish people. Shut up, Turkish.
Wait. Let me see who that is.
Bye-bye, Turkish.
I don't know what it is.
It's a guy you know.
Let me go to record speakers to see if I know it.
So,
you're gonna report it?
No, honey, I said I'm gonna go to the recording speakers so that I can see who it was. Because that's gonna put me down so that I cannot see anymore.
I don't look like that.
Bashit.
I'm sorry,
Bashit.
it's not good with me.
No, I don't know this guy, Bashit, whatever, the one that got kicked. I'm not going to report him. Why do you think I'm going to report him?
Well, that's why man, she hang out with Jews. I don't know what you're right.
Dude, I have not recorded anyone.
She learns how to manage money and control the media.
Yeah, I'm just learning how to control the media. Yeah.
Oh, because the basics. I report everyone who disagrees with you. Like Yakov.
We don't have to report them. We can just take a thought and make them disappear.
But why would Jacob report you? Jacob is a guy.
I called him out.
No one's supposed to back him.
Well, I called him out. Like, why did you kick everyone with this?
Call him out as what? As a mass genius? You never bothered anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
He censors people who disagree with him. So I just asked him.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
He has become more.
We probably like.
He has become more tolerant since he hangs out in our rooms.
But ask me a question. I'm giving you the answer. That's what.
Okay.
Thank you.
I feel like I should unblock Randy. He would fit in within the space.
Which Randy?
Oh my god.
Who is unblocking Randy?
Randy is blocked from entering your spaces.
No, he's not.
I'm blocked from every space. What are you talking about?
Really? Who is blocking you?
No, I don't go to your rooms in general because there's a lot of Hasbara and a lot of Jews. But when I go, I get kicked. So I'm like,
I thought you said they blocked you.
The Jews are the best fun of the rooms. That's what's good about it with the Jews.
Well, I have no idea.
No, you don't.
But that's when more people are modded. But usually the people that are modded are Jacob, Daniel,
That's
Daniel.
Meyer, and that's it. And me and Simon. And
It's
no
Mayor.
Yo,
Mayor has 10 children, friends.
Mayor is amazing.
He's amazing. I studied Torah with him. That guy knows a lot.
I
He
like
comes from
Mayor.
an area that's very, very, very scholarly.
He's
He's a very scholarly guy.
Very intelligent.
Ethan, the one that you
I would pay him $300 if he debates me. Anyways.
Oh my god.
I went to that room.
On what subject? He's known as a Torah Chacham.
Yeah, I would have
He's
said
a Chacham.
I think Mayor would win.
It's a Torah.
What's that?
Nor make
What?
set it up so he can give him $300.
Torah Chacham.
Exactly.
I would.
It's a guy who knows a lot about Torah and really studies it. He's a real scholar.
Oh wow.
It's easy to say that when you go unchallenged. I would debate.
Hold on, I
Oh,
would.
no, he's challenged. You don't know. What are you going to debate on? What
But
topic?
you don't. You,
I'm
Randy,
gonna
you
debate
say
him
stuff
more.
and then you're like, no, this is what I say, and you don't take anything else.
Okay, hold on. I would help arrange it. However, the problem is that Randy will go like with insults, and it doesn't work like that.
I know.
That's not how it goes, actually. So
Yes,
I
it
went to that
does.
room, and I was, because they were bashing Muslims, although they don't know anything about Islam. So I bashed Islam. I gained these fools' trust. They modded me. So then I turned against Judaism, and then they're like, oh, now suddenly they're no longer interested in theology.
I always defend Islam. I'm like Islam's biggest defender.
When was that? When was that? When was that?
This is 2 days ago.
Where?
You're
So
real.
suddenly,
Oh,
because
really?
I'm a Talmudic Hatam. I'm an actual Talmudic Hatam. So when I started
You?
fools,
How could you
suddenly
be?
they're no longer interested in a theological talk.
What do you know about the Talmud?
They moved the room because I'm already modded, right? So they decided another room.
I guarantee you've never seen a Talmud in your life or a Torah.
Are you just gonna do it, or are you gonna let me say the story?
Unlikely that you ever will.
Just let him tell the story.
I don't care about your easily aroused emotions. I'm trying to get a story out. So
You believe me, you could not arouse my
Or
emotion.
just let him tell the story.
alright, we'll see you later, Kai. Okay. So
Oh my God! Just tell the story.
okay,
What
well,
happened to Norm?
I can't when I have a bitch ass motherfucker who can't shut up.
them.
So anyway,
Also, you can still kick people.
The mate mod.
exactly. Anyways,
So I went to that room. They're bashing Muslims. I'm bashing Muslims. They love Rabbi because they don't know anything about Islam anyways. So then I turn against Judaism, and they suddenly are no longer interested in a theological talk. Now they just want to chill. That's all they want. Yeah, sure, because you're getting your ass destroyed. So then they end the room because I'm already modded. Then he starts another room. I just go ask him, why do you censor people who disagree with you? He's like, no, I don't. I'm like, okay, then why did you end the room? It's like, obviously, we know what you're doing. Then he kicks me. And then I go back again in the room after. I'm like, I'm begging him to kick me. I'm telling him, kick me before it, end it before it begins. And he says no. So when you tell him to kick you, he doesn't want to do it.
Wait, Randy, I remember David said that they were blocking you.
So then he kicks me again. Then later on, the next day, he's telling people to report me for being anti-Semitic. I'm like, okay, I am anti-Semitic. But he thinks I'm anti-Semitic because I called him out for censoring people. I am anti-Semitic, but not for that reason, Sam. And that's
I haven't heard this story. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask him to hear why you did that.
Shut the fuck up, god damn.
This man, but that's what it is. So he's telling so he went around trying to get a lot of Jews to, you know how the Jews do it? They have like their own Telegram groups and try to report someone. So he's trying to do the same.
Issa's already part of that group.
No, I'm not. And I don't want to be.
No, I'm gonna revisit them. I'm almost done with Muslims, and then I'm gonna go back to the Jews.
What Muslim? There's none of them come to your room.
No, well.
They come to my rooms, the Muslims.
Well, you guys don't know. You guys don't look respectful. You guys.
Not really. Which Muslims come to your room? Mikhail only.
Well, Mikhail comes.
Mikhail's retarded.
I haven't seen him there in a while.
Well, he was there like 3 days ago, 4 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just very low IQ because you have Jews and Muslims who don't know anything about Torah or Quran. Like, so it's like, what's the point?
That's fine. It doesn't matter because we don't talk about religion. We're not talking about religion.
Yeah, I know. You are when you're bashing Islam, but when it comes to Judaism, no, we're not interested. I know how it goes. But anyways, I'll pay them $300. Meyer, this faggot, I'll pay him $300.
You don't have to call him that. You don't have to call him that.
Well, he is.
Meyer is pretty respectful.
Meyer is very nice.
Well, I'll pay him $300, and we'll see.
Yeah, no, but you will go crazy on him, and I don't want you to.
If he's a disingenuous son of the devil, I will treat him exactly like.
But look how you've already premised him.
Huh?
Look how you've already referred to him.
No, I know him. I think he's a total fag. I think he's a loser. I don't think he's smart.
Okay, then why do you want to debate him if he's a loser?
Because I'm there to fuck some ass. I'm not there to
okay, then go find someone. We'll go with Andrew Meyer.
I like Andrew Meyer. Andrew Meyer is like the only observant Jew that I met so far on this app.
Yeah, Andrew's an actual Jew. Yeah, no, he is.
He's literally the only one who he twists the Torah, but at least he's familiar with it. He's the only one. The rest of them have never read it.
I mean, he does keep the Sabbath.
Girl, I got a question. What's your question, baby?
Questions at the end.
Oh no, let her speak. Let her speak, girl. Come on, baby, speak up.
Is this about stocks?
Yes, it is.
What stock do you wanna talk?
Baby.
Bernstein Alliance.
Okay, so tell me, I want to learn about stocks. So tell me.
ChatGPT does a good job too.
Shut up, Nora. Let her speak. Come on, baby.
Lisa, baby.
Yeah, she needs to get some money in order to be able to buy more fabric for her skirts.
I have money.
Ain't there nothing for free, Lisa?
1 new voice message and 15 saved messages.
Our payments are.
You have
Why are you showing the
voicemail
booty
messages
then?
which are due for deletion. The messages must be resaved
Your
to
cheeks
prevent
are getting
automatic deletion.
out of the skirt.
Lisa, you
Saved
know what was
message
that the Chris
due for automatic deletion.
Girl, you my type of girl. You know, you remind my best friend
Done.
Can return your call.
Message marked for deletion. Saved message due for automatic deletion.
Honey, you need to put your cheeks
your chicks inside
Hey,
of the
John,
skirt. Come do it.
Message marked for deletion. Saved message. Due for automatic
I would never
deletion.
get close to that booty.
John, you can call me now. They're drafting up a contract. Message marked for deletion. New message.
I've
seen you. And we could fuck his ass up. You wouldn't even know. Put me on.
It's Jemima, baby.
To replay this message, message marked for deletion. Saved message.
Oh Lord, I don't even know about my ancestors. My bad, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, baby. This is
Johnny, I'm here. I was talking to some.
What's going on, man?
I just want to learn about stocks, and I don't even think this is that type.
You came to the right.
Well, you see, when you invest in stocks, you can buy Class A, Class B, Class C, but your ticker symbol is technically generally what you're gonna buy.
Your microphone is horrible. You're skipping so bad.
Stop using that phone.
I thought I was on my phone for a second.
After somehow we found you alive.
Oh. So how much money y'all put in this phone?
How's she doing? What's her name? The one under her name is Lisa.
100, the Lisa you want to start with? 100?
Hey Lisa.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Where you from? Baby?
I'm from Florida.
That's right. He wants that as a man.
I'll take you to
What is-
Mar-a-Lago, baby.